Have you ever been trapped or stuck somewhere, like in an elevator or traffic, or even just a boring meeting? All you can think about is how to get out. There's this game that's trending around the world. It's called Escape Room. For those of you who haven't been, you and your friends get locked in a teeny tiny windowless room, and you have to work together to pass through a series of challenges to escape in an hour or less. At first, I was shocked to hear people actually pay to do this. But then I tried it once, and I'm hooked. Whenever I'm in a new city, I love to find myself an escape room. These escape room games are inspired by life. You could be Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. Who doesn't want to be Indiana Jones for an hour? There is this one where you're trapped in a computer lab and you have to survive a tech startup. No thanks. The cool part about it being a game, you get all the benefits of surviving through adversity and challenges without the risk or the pain. The way I see it, stories from our lives can inspire escape games, right? So let me walk you through a few escape scenarios inspired by real life. What would you do to escape? It'll be like a virtual escape room. Don't worry, I won't lock the doors. You're in a room in a state mental institution. Bright fluorescent lights, people mumbling to themselves and shuffling around like zombies. The attendant keeps pushing you in the direction of a lady with wild, crazy, naughty hair. She looks kind of familiar. When she sees you, she starts crying hysterically and holding you and hugging you and talking really fast in a different language that sounds kind of familiar too. All you can think about is how to get away from this lady. The more you push her away, the harder she holds on. What do? How do you escape? The attendant shows you their clipboard. It's a birth certificate. Your name's on it. That crazy lady is your mother. Do you stay with that lady called your mother? You have no choice. You were just visiting. You were taken from her years ago. You don't know this, but this is the last time you will ever see your mother. You've been living in foster homes, and here's what happens to you in one of those homes. Here you are with your sister and brother, with a foster family that can't stand the sight of you guys, but they like the monthly check. You're trapped in a bedroom. It's not your bedroom. It belongs to the teenage son of the foster parents, and you're ordered every night to stand there while he screams at you, slaps you, and punches you. You look down at the carpet, and there's blood stains. Whose blood? Was it from when he knocked your brother's teeth out? Or was it when he beat your sister so hard you had to sneak out to the neighbors to call the police? Or maybe it's your blood when he cut your cheek with a box cutter. It's way past midnight. You're exhausted. What do? How do you escape? You have 3 choices: fall, fight, or stand. If you choose fall down from exhaustion, you get dragged into the bathroom to get your head jammed into the toilet to be flushed. No escape. If you choose fight, you grab that bat that he used to hit you and you hit him back, only for him to grab that bat back and hit you even harder. He beat you so bad, you could barely walk. No escape. If you choose stand, you learned that's the only thing you could do. Stand there as he screams at you and hits you. Try not to cry and pretend nothing hurts. After 7 years of torture in this house, you, your brother, and your sister finally escape. How? By running away in 3 different directions, only to be found and placed in another foster family. Here are the 2 sisters after they were placed in a foster family together. As you may have guessed already, I'm the little sis, and that's my big sis. But the escape games weren't over. This family was also abusive and had an adult son that would often threaten to kill us. We slept with kitchen knives hidden between our mattress. Imagine you're me. You're a teenager. You have to escape. What do? If you could only choose one thing, would you escape for food, love, or school? If you choose food, you did what my big brother Kenny did. He wandered the streets until he was caught stealing food from a liquor store again. He sent this picture while in juvenile hall. There he got 3 square meals a day. This was the last time we ever heard from him. If you choose love, that's what my sister did. She ran away with her teenage boyfriend. If you choose school, that's what I did. Or rather, school chose me. Thanks to scholarships and lots of loans, I was able to find my mission in life. I've been studying people ever since. Those were my escape games. What escape games have you had to go through to get where you are? People might wonder, how do you recover from stuff like that? I can tell you, years of talk therapy probably helped, but I was just surviving, not thriving. In my research, I saw patterns. When people go through adversity, some are able to mentally block the negatives from having long-lasting effects. Those are the people that can move forward to live their life and thrive. Almost like an escape game, they kept the learnings, but shed the pain. Of course, I'm thinking, great, how do you do that? Sign me up. When I learned exactly what they did, I realized I was already signed up. We all are. After the dangerous past, these people were able to communicate to their subconscious to turn the fight or flight alarm off. That conversation can happen spontaneously or at planned times of meditation or hypnosis. Without that conversation, we'd be trapped in survival mode and be bossed around by our emotions. What do you think these celebrities have in common? Hypnosis. Hypnosis to excel in sports, to lower anxiety, to stop smoking, to sleep better. It's hard to tell what pains from our past affect us today. With hypnosis, it doesn't matter. It's more focused on what's bothering you right now. It's like a mental shortcut, zooming in on you and what you want. I don't know about you, but I'm not one to turn down a conversation about what I want. I studied it at the only nationally accredited school, and I learned from some of the greatest minds in the field. But what surprised me the most was when I learned that we all experience hypnosis naturally. Like when we get sucked in by a movie and we feel the emotions, or when we're driving and we miss our exit. It's that same focused but relaxed feeling at the same time. Because all hypnosis really is a direct conversation with our subconscious. But here's the thing. Nobody can get hypnotized and be against their will and be forced to do things they don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, it ain't gonna happen. You can't be hypnotized to rob a bank or run around like a chicken on stage if you don't want to. On the flip side, in a Harvard study, the broken bones of patients who used hypnosis actually healed faster, requiring less medication, and had more mobility. Real life is always presenting us with new challenges and changes. Some days we're just surviving, others we're thriving. That's my daughter Teddy and me on Charlie, the therapy horse. If Charlie was my kid, parenting would probably be easier. On the other hand, Teddy's 7 years old and basically a mini me, which means she can be stubborn like a mule and headstrong like a bull. Don't get me wrong, she's the love of my life, but on the daily, it's like playing an endless game of whack-a-mole in the mirror. She'll never have to go through my escape games, but it's a daily struggle to keep from passing my fear and pain onto her. That direct conversation with our subconscious brings us the relief from our daily struggles. We've all survived our own escape games, but we can do more than just survive. We can thrive. Thank you.